Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this granny square bucket hat. For this project you will need two different colors of yarn. I used Paintbox cotton yarn in red and pink, crochet hook, I used 4mm hook, tapestry needle and scissors. First we're going to start with the top piece of the hat. Take your yarn, make a slip knot and chain 5. Then connect your chain with the end of your chain with a slip knot. Put the hook in, yarn over and pull through both chains. So now we made a little circle. For row 1, chain 2, this is going to work as our first double crochet. For the rest of the stitches, work 11 double crochets into the circle, like so, to make 12 stitches in total. To make double crochet, yarn over, pull the yarn through the middle of the circle, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Repeat this till you have 12 stitches coming out of the circle. When you make the last double crochet, connect first and last stitch with a slip knot. To change color, take the second yarn color and attach it like so. Just make sure to pull all the loose ends tightly. For row 2, chain 2, and work double crochet increases in each stitch. So we're going to go into the first stitch, make double crochet, and then again in the same stitch make another double crochet. Do this until you reach the last stitch. The last stitch should not be an increase, as 2 chains we made in the beginning on the row serves as one of the double crochets. After you're done, connect both sides with a slip stitch. In total you should have 24 stitches. Now again, take the first color of yarn, attach it the same way as before. Just keep it close to a crochet piece, this way you can avoid extra loose ends. For row 3, we're going to chain 2. This is gonna work as our first stitch. Then work 2 double crochets into the second stitch. Then 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets, and 1 double crochet, and keep repeating, making increases into every other row until you reach the end of the circle. At the end you should have 36 stitches in your circle. For row 4, we're going to work increases into every first stitch. For row 5, we're going to work increases into every fourth stitch, and so on. So keep repeating this until you reach the size of the circle big for the top of your head. In total I made 8 rows, and it should look something like this. To make the crown part of the hat, we're going to make granny squares. So let's begin. Take your yarn, make a slip knot, and chain 4. Now connect both ends with a slip knot, as we have done before, to make a circle. For row 1, chain 2. Next, make 2 double crochets into the circle. Chain 2, this is going to be our corner. Make 3 double crochets into the circle. Chain 2, make 3 double crochets into the circle again, chain 2, make 3 double crochets into the circle, chain 2, Connect everything together with a slip knot. And first round of your granny square is done. Now we have 4 clusters of double crochet and 4 corners. So for row 2, let's take another color and chain 2. In the same corner, work in 2 double crochets. This is half of our first corner. Now, since this is not a corner, we're going to chain only 1. Then again, make 3 double crochets into this corner here. Chain 2 and work another 3 double crochets into the same corner. So when we do the corner bit, remember to do 2 sets of 3 double crochets and 2 chains in between. Now again, chain 1, do 3 double crochets into the corner, chain 2 and do another 3 double crochets into the same corner. Again, chain 1, do 3 double crochets into corner, chain 2 and do another 3 double crochets. Chain 1, do another 3 double crochets into the first corner we worked in, chain 2, and connect it to the first 2 chains we made here with a slip stitch. For row 3, we're going to do the same as before, change color and chain 2. Do another 2 double crochets into the same corner. Chain 1 and work 3 double crochets into the gap here. As it is not a corner, we're going to do just one set of 3 double crochets. Then chain 1. Now again, do 3 double crochets into the corner. Chain 2 and do another 3 double crochets into the same corner. Keep repeating this till you reach the end of the square and connect the ends with a slip stitch. For row 4, repeat the same as in row 3, just we're going to have 2 side clusters of double crochet instead of 1 like in row 3. After you're done, you should have something like this. 4 rows in total, and I did 2 different colorways, but you can do only one if you want as well. It's completely up to you. You will need to make enough squares to cover the crown of the hat. I measured my top hat piece and counted that I will need 6 granny squares to cover side of the hat. You might need less or more depending on the size of your head. When you're happy with your squares, we can move to another stage, sewing everything together. So we're going to sew everything together using tapestry needle and some yarn. As my outside of the top piece is pink, I will use pink yarn to make the stitches less visible. Take your top piece of your hat, put yarn through one of the stitches like so. Then take your square and put your yarn through the side stitch of the square. Tie the thread on the other side so it is nice and secure. After we're going to keep stitching the pieces together. First, pull your yarn through top piece. Then put your needle through granny square and top piece and pull through. And keep repeating this till you have everything stitched. Granny squares to the top piece and sides of the granny squares to each other. There might be that you have few extra stitches on your top piece or in the granny squares, so it does not align stitch to stitch perfectly, but that's okay. If you see that this might be the case, you can just stitch a few stitches into one. For example, 2 stitches from granny square into 1 stitch of the top piece. Just do them spaced out to make the whole look more uniform. After you are done, your hat should look something like this. Last part, the brim. First, we're going to choose where the back of our hat is going to be and attach the yarn there. and do a row of single crochets all around. In the end, just connect everything with a slip stitch. For row 2 to row 12, we're going to do rows of single crochet the same way as we did just now, till we reach the desired length of the brim. To make it flare out a bit, in each row work in 6 increases at random spots. I did around the middle of each square as it was a bit easier for me to remember. As you do 6 increases scattered over the row, you will be fine. When you just need to weave in your ends and you just made yourself a new hat. And this is it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments and I will make sure to come back to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my future videos. Bye!